In this video, we will be taking a look at Harmony One and doing some price analysis. We do know that we hit some all-time highs very recently, and then we've done quite a significant retracement. So it's definitely time to have a look at some buying opportunities. So we will take a look at some key levels, and then we'll have a look at some areas that we could take profit and a bit of a price prediction in there. So without further ado, let's crack on. So hello and welcome to Operation Crypto. We will start off with a little bit of general market sentiment analysis, and then we'll take a look at Harmony One in both the USDT and the BTC pairing, because stacking sats does matter. So looking at BTC, this is the daily time frame. Looking at the previous four dumps, so January, February, March and April, we have had quite big drops on the way up. This one currently on that everyone's flapping about, it's not the biggest one. So I mean, look at January. Every day before we hit 42k, and that was the end for BTC. We retraced 30%. I mean, we even retraced a bit more than that. 31% we retraced in February, 26, April, March 18%, and then this month currently 26%. I can see why people are looking a little bit concerned, because if you look at a weekly time frame, we're about to close to the downside on the histogram. I mean, it's nothing to worry about. I mean, if you look at this point here, when we did close to the downside, it was only for 3 weeks period. It had a bit of a cool off period, and bang, creates a all-time high. So I'm not too concerned. The MACD is not the best indicator, but a lot of people seem to think that it is end of the world and that we had that crossover on the moving averages. I won't worry about it too much. It could be a golden ticket for altcoins to start pushing on. What I'm more concerned about is Ethereum BTC. We have had a bit of a drop here, but it's nothing to worry about. I think this area here might stack up as some nice daily support at around 0.043, so that's 43,000 Satoshi. So I think if we did drop below there, might start to get a little bit bearish, but altogether things are looking good in general. And then looking at a Bitcoin market dominance chart, I've said this in previous videos, we did lose that major support level at 62%, 57% withstood no test, and then this is the next crucial area. 52% is quite a big area. We've dropped through it. We are starting to react within around this area, so Bitcoin's reacting, the entire market's reacting and pulling us down a little bit. Like I've said before, we have not closed a daily candle or weekly candle below 52% since the 5th of August 2018. So in my opinion, things are still looking good. I think I would be starting to worry if you start pushing back up towards 57%, but nothing to worry about in my opinion. I think the general market sentiment is still bearish for the dominance chart. That means altcoins should start to really push on to. So Harmony One, let's take a look at the Tether pair first, and then the BTC pair. Let's get rid of that. So they were buy zones last time, but we actually fell through the arse of that. So things are looking quite bearish at a minute. If you're looking on the daily time frame, the MACD has been bearish for quite a while, since the 1st of April. So this entire month we was overbought, but that was the all-time high. So I'd expect us to be overbought at some point, and then we've come quite down. So in my opinion, I think this is an absolute perfect investment point. If you look at this entire move, so from this weekly support level down here, so that was the start of the move, and then the top of the move when we did hit all-time highs at 22 cents. We have wicked right through this. I wouldn't bother with that wick, but I think this area is now the perfect area for an investment. We are stuck on that 618 level, and if you watch my videos before, I always target that 618 level for buy-ins, and honestly, I think that is the end of the road. I think if we did drop below that, potentially go down to 6 cents, but I think this is the area. I think this will stand up very well. If we do close the daily candle below 9.5 cents, might start to get a little bit bearish and target this level, but I'm not going to put any buy levels in below this, because I think this is the best opportunity we'll get. As you can see, it has done that major move to the north, retraced. The 618 level is the golden ratio on the Fibonacci, so it has hit it, and in my opinion, that is a perfect level to buy. What I'm expecting from this is a nice push up. We might see some significant what would you call resistance at 12 cents. I think 10 cents will be natural resistance too, but we just need to monitor that price. Once we do start breaking above these levels, you can look at targeting all these wicks. I think we've got quite a lot of wicks within around this area, all the way through to here. That will probably be the first major area to get through. I think once we do break above here and break a nice daily candle above it, we can target them all-time highs, and then we can look at these fib extensions at 27 cent. My first target at 30 cent, and then we've got 35 cent. But they're way off yet. I think once we do break above all-time highs, what I will do is jump into some further price analysis. So overall, slightly bearish on the daily time frame. The weekly time frame is probably looking, yeah, it is looking like it's running out of steam there on the MACD, with a potential bearish cross incoming. But we might just tick to the upside and carry on. I think now we've done that golden ratio retracement, honestly think things can really start to push on soon. Just a quick glance at a 4-hour time frame. Not much going on there. It's quite undecided over the course of the last few days what it's doing. So daily time frame is where we see the best analysis, and in my opinion it is a perfect buying opportunity right now. And then we've got some targets above. Taking a look at the BTC pairing, I know some people do like to trade in Satoshis, and this TA is pretty much the same as last time I did some analysis on Harmony 1. I have identified this key level of the golden ratio at 618 at 177 Satoshis. If you did place some orders there, then you would have been filled, because we did have that wick to a down. We went all the way down to 142 sats, picked up some liquidity and took back up, but it is coming down within to my buy area at 177 sats. I would place some orders if you're looking to buy anywhere from 142 or up to 177, 180 area, and I think that will be a great buy, considering that we've been all the way up to 399, well, close to 400 Satoshis there. So that is the key area to break through. Once we've got as orders filled here, which I do believe will happen, well, it already has happened, hasn't it? We have wicked through it. We would have picked up some orders if we did set some limit buys there. But if you're still looking to buy, place some orders there. In terms of targets, 400 sats, 500 sats, and then 621 Satoshis are the main key levels that I would target over the course of the next few weeks. I think in general, looking to the right, it is a bit of a bloodbath down here, but I wouldn't worry about it, to be honest. I think things are starting to turn around a little bit. Some of my low caps are turning around. It doesn't look good, but if you just look at Ethereum, by the way, we'll just finish up for this. We have not done much of a drop compared to the rest. If you look at this candle here, to be honest, that is forming a bit of a higher low compared to this level here, compared to this level here, compared to this level here. So things are still looking bullish, and we do know that BTC has gone down from its all-time highs. I'm expecting still for Ethereum to break out and lead the charge for this next coming alt season that we're all craving for. We do know that some alts have done some major moves recently, but we've still not seen major parabolic action like we did in 2018 of January. So let's just monitor the situation. Buy the fear, that's all I can say, because there is blood on the markets. There's a lot of money being wiped out, and a lot of people starting to worry. Don't worry. If you're new to crypto, this happens a lot. Things get quite violent. Things swing up and down very fast. So just buy the fear. These are perfect buying opportunities now. I would be worried if we did a candle from here to here, but we've not. I mean, look at that. I would not worry about it at all. So that will do it for today's analysis. That's just some general market sentiment, me waffling some shit, and then a little bit of price analysis on Harmony 1 in BTC and USDT pairings. If you're not already, then please subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you next time.